Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Renaud, and it has been an honor to serve the families in St. Albert for the last 8 years as your NDP MLA. And I'm proud to be running again on Rachel Notley's team in this coming election. First of all, I want to acknowledge that we're gathered here today on the territory of the signatories of Treaty 6, and we recognize the Métis people who share a deep connection to this land. I've heard from seniors in St. Albert that they just don't trust Danielle Smith. She's risky, she's unpredictable. She said some troubling things about plans for pensions, and I know CPP is top of mind for seniors in this election. But Danielle Smith, she doesn't want to talk about it. She's telling seniors to wait until after the election to have that discussion. And I think that's wrong. We think that's wrong. I think if you want to ask for people's votes, you need to be there to answer the questions. Now, before we tell you what an Alberta NDP government will do for seniors, let me tell you what we won't do. We won't gamble away your pension. You worked hard for it, you deserve it, and under an NDP government, you will keep it. Our plan is all about giving seniors a better future in Alberta. That means protecting your pension and giving the supports you need to you and your family so that you can stay healthy in your home. Now I'd like to bring up Tom Fuller to share his thoughts on CPP.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name's Tom Fuller, and I spent the last 20 years of my career, I guess, advising unions on pension policy and pension governance. I have an MBA from the University of Alberta. The heart and the core of any pension plan is what we call the pension promise, and we always capitalize pension promise. But all it really means is that after you've spent your life working and paying into the plan, any plan, when you're ready to retire, the benefits you're entitled to will be there. That's what pension plan design is all about. The Canada Pension Plan has been delivering on the pension benefits for almost 60 years now. It's been, the benefits are good. We'd like to see them better, but the benefits have been delivered consistently. The plan is efficient, and the plan is fair. The first thing to realize about it is that the CPP is completely portable. That means wherever you work in Canada, if you're contributing to the plan, you're accruing benefits for when you retire. No matter how many times you have to change your job, your pension benefit is traveling with you. That's not true, by the way, for a lot of occupational pensions, which terminate once you leave the employer. That's a really important feature of the CPP. If you're working anywhere in Canada, from Newfoundland to Nootka Sound to none of it, you're contributing to the CPP and you're accruing CPP benefits. Equally important is the fact that the CPC is 100% indexed to inflation. We've just gone through a period of very high inflation. And let's face it, retirees are the people we talk about when we say people living on fixed incomes. If that fixed income is being eroded at 8 or 10% per year by inflation, it's not long before you're living off cat food. So the fact that the CPP is 100% indexed to inflation is really important. One of the basic principles of pension plan design, well, firstly, pension plans are very, very conservative organizations. They have to be because they are trying not to maximize returns on their investments, for example, but to guarantee that they can deliver on that pension promise we talked about. One of the basic principles of pension plan design is that size matters. Larger plans are, by and large, more stable and safer than smaller plans. Larger plans are able to invest, they have more assets which they can diversify in their investments. They're better able to ride out upturns and downturns in the markets. They're better able to handle changes in industry because they have the larger asset portfolio. In a similar way, administration costs for larger plans tend to be lower because they can get economies of scale. Since both investment costs and inflation costs are paid for with contributions and are not paid as benefits, keeping them low and efficient is really important, and that's what a larger plan does. So a large plan is more efficient and it's safer. As I said, the whole point in pensions is to be risk averse. Finally, we should be aware that if the UCP does try to take Alberta out of the Canada Pension Plan, which would be a serious mistake, it's not going to be an easy or quick process. It will take years. There are some very complicated questions. For example, those of us, some of us here, including myself, who are already retired and drawing CPP, where does our liability go? Does it stay with the CPP or does it transfer over to the Alberta pension plan? That's not a simple decision. The process will take a number of years. It will not be simple and it will not leave everybody happy at the end. The thing to bear in mind is that as Marie said, these are really serious issues. We're talking about the retirement income, not just the people who are retired right now, but Albertans in the future who are working right now and paying into the plan. Taking risks with that plan is foolish and wrong-headed, and Danielle Smith should not be doing so in pursuit of a political agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tom. Now I'm very excited to turn things over to the amazing Karen Shaw, our NDP candidate for Morinville, St. Albert, to tell you more about our plan for seniors. Oh, I'm going to.
Thank you, Marie. Our plan is all about giving seniors a better future in Alberta. That means protecting your pension and giving you the supports you need to stay healthy at home. We'll increase home care for 20,000 Albertans over the next 4 years, so you can get the care that you need without having to leave your home. Things like snow shoveling, transportation, and meals. Building more seniors housing in both independent and communal settings to give seniors more choice as they age. We'll expand the Seniors Home and Adaptation Repair Program, known as SHARP, so that you can make the renovations to your home that help you stay comfortable as you age. We'll also increase family and community support services so that you have more help at home with snow shoveling, lawn care, transportation, and meals. And we'll give you more housing options for places to retire. We'll build more seniors housing in independent settings and communal ones, so you have a choice. We'll also take major steps to make life more affordable for seniors. We will make the shingles vaccine free for eligible seniors who choose to get it. And we'll make medicines more affordable by adding spouses and dependents back onto the seniors' drug benefit. We'll reverse the UCP's fee for drivers' medical exams so you don't have to pay to keep driving. And we'll increase rental assistance and pay the seniors' benefit that the UCP cut to relieve pressure on low-income seniors. Our plan will give Alberta seniors the better future that they so deserve.
Yeah. Good, yeah.
So I'd like to raise one more thing. It's not just your pension that Danielle Smith needs to answer for. Today, a new video has emerged in which Smith compares those who got vaccinated against COVID-19 to followers of Adolf Hitler.
Shame.
She also disrespects the wearing of the poppy, saying its significance was ruined by decisions made by political leaders during the pandemic. These comments are horrifying. Danielle Smith will attempt to divide us with her extreme views. What I saw during the pandemic was people coming together to support each other, but that's not what she seems to see, and that's not what she pushes. I saw frontline healthcare workers going around the clock to save lives. I saw people doing everything that they possibly could to keep each other safe. I also want to state that I am proud to wear a poppy every November to honor the sacrifices that our veterans have made.
Yeah.
Their sacrifices are why we have the freedoms that we enjoy today, and I am so grateful. So with that, we are happy to take your questions.
So we'll now turn it over to questions. For those on the Zoom, it's *9 or the raise hand function. We'll start with questions in the room. Any questions in the room? Now we'll go to the questions on the line. Seeing none, that's all for today. Oh, sorry, one question. No, hold on. Josh, you should be able to unmute.
All right, thank you for taking my question. My question is about CPP and potential of an APP. The UCP, they have said they will not go forward with such a measure without a plebiscite. Polling shows that there is almost no support for this, even within their own party. I think it's less than a third support for it. What is the reality in terms of you guys seeing this actually go forward, as opposed to being kind of an idea that's not really going to get off the ground within the UCP itself?
Well, I think we're very clear that we will not go forward with an Alberta pension plan, that we will protect CPP, and we will legislate that protection. What I think you're seeing from the UCP they're just not trustworthy. This is a government that is not trustworthy. They say all kinds of things to get attention, to get elected, and then they flip. We saw it with AISH, now we're seeing it with CPP. I mean, they're unwilling to talk about things that Danielle Smith has campaigned on. She is really not willing to answer the questions of electors during any election period, but want us to trust her by voting for her? No, that is not going to happen. She was not trustworthy before. She was not trustworthy as Premier, and she's not trustworthy campaigning during this election period. She can't show up to answer questions. This is just not trustworthy. So we know that the vast majority of Albertans do not want this unpopular action that the UCP have been very clear that they're interested in doing, and we have said no, we are not going there. Albertans can trust a New Democrat when they say, look, we are not going to do this, and we will take that a step further and legislate that protection for Albertans.
Josh, do you have a follow-up? We'll do one more pass for questions. Seeing none, we'll wrap it up. Oh. Sorry. With that, we'll wrap today. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, everybody.